want to show you guys now is basically what all these different terms mean, and as far as importing, what happens when you import, okay? So we have a couple different options up here. We have add, move, copy, and copy is DNG. Now, add means it's only going to get added to the catalog. It is not going to be moved from one location to another, all right? So if you have a bunch of files on your desktop and you just want to add them to the catalog so you can see them in the catalog, that's all it's going to do. It's not going to move those files anywhere. Now, that could be useful for various reasons. If you have an impeccable file structure and your files look great, that would be awesome for you. If your file structure, like most of you guys is, and mine as well, is a hot mess, all right, move is going to be the option you want to go with. What move is going to do is going to literally move the files from one location to another location and reorganize them in a file structure that you have then created, okay? So move is something, if you have those desktop files we just talked about, it's going to move them from the desktop. They're not going to be on your desktop anymore, and it's going to put them in a location that you say, this is where I want them to go. Your pictures, an external hard drive, what have you, okay? Copy is going to do what just it says. Copy from one location to the other. So, using my desktop example, images will still be on the desktop and another copy of the image, so using twice the amount of space at this point, will then be placed in the file structure as you deem it necessary. Gary, just try to download the file to the desktop and go from there. Copy as DNG is going to do that. It's going to copy those files. It's going to convert them to a DNG, and it's then going to place them in a file structure as you deem necessary. Copy as DNG is useful for pulling things directly from your SD or compact flash card. All right, you cannot move from your compact flash card. You can only copy from it. So in our situation, what do we think we want to do with these files that are living on the student drive? Move them would be one option. Since you are all using them, I'm going to suggest copy them. Because if you move them and you hit go first, they're going to be gone for everyone else. So what I want you guys to do is highlight copy. Now, if you're comfortable with and or down the road want to add it into your system, copy as DNG would be your import method for when you shoot. Okay, I think, Mikey, do you change to DNGs? Do you convert them? I don't remember if Meg had you do that or not. So this is what you would do. Instead of pulling them off your SD card and putting them on your computer, then going through and converting them all and then putting them in the catalog, you just plug your SD card in your computer, hit import, navigate to your SD card over here, and choose copy as DNG. And it's going to copy them from that SD card into your file structure, converting along the way, saving you time and money. All right, you had a question. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to choose copy because, like I said, if y'all go and pull them out of that student drive, we'll be screwed at the moment. So next thing to take a look at is where are the files going to go? For you guys who are working on an external hard drive, you want your files to go on the external hard drive so you have access to them later. All right, for you guys who are working just on the desktop right now for practice methods, because you're going to need to do this again if that's the case, then you're going to want to probably just leave them where they are. But for you guys who are working on the external hard drive, we're going to go over that. So if we take a look up here, we got file handling. You're pretty much not going to change anything here. So you don't want to import, you do want to have this checked. Don't import suspected duplicates. What the file will do, or the program rather will do, we'll look at the images, look at the file name more than anything else. And if it has that file name already in the catalog, it won't import it a second time. It'll actually be grayed out. You'll see that as the case. What you guys want to try to do, I'm trying to make this bigger and it's not working. So at least use there we go. Woohoo! What you guys want to try to do here is, next thing is to think about file renaming. Now, I have all these files already named in a fashion that makes sense. And we're going to go over this a little bit more later in the quarter, but your general naming fashion for file naming is going to have three distinct things. Your name in some way, shape, or form. So I have chosen, I think, just S.E. Gibbons. Underscore the date in a international setting. So in this case, it is year, year, month, month, day, day. Now, in the U.S., we're used to going month, day, year, right? International standard, database standard is year, month, day. The reason for this is it is much easier, trust me, when you're looking through a lot of images, a large database, to search by year first as opposed to month. All right? So you can do a 4-digit year or a 2-digit year, so you could have 2015 or just 15/01/20. That would be today. And then underscore a unique number. All right? Unique number. Now, what that number can be could be the camera's number, sequence number, original file number. Pretty much up to you. But whatever you use, stick with it. All right? Pick one, don't change it. All your files should be named according to this format. Go ahead.
So not only for just this catalog, that number is going to be for every catalog?
That you just need a unique number. So basically think about it this way. If you go out and shoot a bunch of pictures today, they're all going to be called Gary, whatever your last name is, because I haven't got that far yet, the date, and then you need something to distinguish them from each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the camera names it. Okay? So under this dialog box here, you check rename files. Now, below this little template option, you have the ability to adjust accordingly, and then it's going to show you right down here the readout of what the file is going to look like. So if you do custom name and sequence, untitled score 1. So it's going to sequence at 1. If you do custom name, it's just going to call it untitled, then it's nothing, okay? So basically, you guys are probably going to want to do custom name, original file number, and or go into the edit option. Now, I like the edit option because you can put a whole bunch of different things in there. Custom name, you can add the date. So down here, all my date options, I'm going to choose a 2-year month day option. And you can click on these and drag them however you want to organize it. So custom name, your name. Date, file number suffix. You can also choose this as just sequence number, image number. You guys want to use probably at least a 4-digit 0001. It's right under here, under edit, template, edit. So I'm actually going to stick with, I think, the file name suffix, and I'm going to hit done.
Do you want us to put the four-digit image number?
If you want to go with that, that's fine. If you want to use a 4-digit sequence number, you can also just use a 1-digit, and it's going to keep going up. It's going to make it, 10 and then 100 and then so on and so forth. But it's kind of nice to have those 4 digits there because your file name looks standard. Go ahead. You had a question? Go ahead and follow the bouncing ball. So once you get that custom name set up, you can put your name, whatever you want to call yourself. I usually tend to say keep it short, so like a first initial, last name. Down the road, when you have a business name, maybe you put your business name in there. Think about this as this is your calling card. People are going to go, oh, so-and-so shot this when they look at that file name, okay? So here we can see I have S.E. Gibbons, hyphen, the date, and it flows together with my number here. So I'm going to go back into edit. All right, see where it is? Edit. And I'm going to put a hyphen or an underscore in here. I prefer underscores. I think they're prettier. It's up to you guys how you want to do it. Gary had a question.
Yeah, my file name is
All jacked up? So make sure you have some distinguisher between your little, that you guys really can't see it up there, but they're bubbles. Custom text, date, file name. Make sure you have an underscore or a hyphen to make it look kind of pretty. Olin, you're looking lost. You good? Everybody got that for the most part? Still? Can you at least see something in Lightroom? Can you pop it up and see if it does anything? Damn. All right. Well, at least go off to the side. You can do this stuff on the side while you're waiting for the files to come up. So you can at least get it ready, okay? So go into the file naming and give that a shot. Go ahead. It's like I said, it's going to distinguish one image shot on the same day from another image shot on the same day. So what that unique number can be the original file number, okay? It can be a sequence number. Basically, you're picking one of these and kind of starting with that as your base and then adding the date. So for instance, I could use the original file number, come back in here and do edit, and now have custom original file number. I want to add the date in. It could also be one of these sequence numbers here. Import number, image number, whatever. Okay? Try something out, Kenya. If you hate it when you do your own, you can adjust it. I like sticking with the original file number. That's just my personal preference because I figured the camera gave it. That's fine. The file number suffix under file name or file number suffix will work here. Image name. Oh, I forgot my hyphen again. Ah.
Sarah, can you tell me? I don't know, like why mine looks so much different than yours. It looks all the same on there.
All right, hang on.
Okay.
So the ones you don't want on there, highlight them and just hit delete. Click on it. Yeah, there you go. Hit delete. Okay. So you want custom name. Click and drag date to go between the two there. Yep, there you go. Now put some kind of hyphen or something after the date because see how at the top you have,
Oh, like
okay?
a comma.
Nah, use a hyphen or an underscore.
Oh,
Okay?
okay,
So
okay.
and that's just a visual distinction for you.
Yes,
Okay, so
okay.
guys, the hyphen and the underscore is a visual distinction for you, so you can see name, date, number. Okay?
I got
If
it.
you don't have them there, it's a big old jumble of mess.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay? Olin, how you doing over here?
I'm just trying to figure out if we can just write like let's say we write it here and then pop up there.
Yes, you can write in for your custom if you want to just write OK3, but that jumble of numbers after the OK3, I would take that out. Because guys, keep in mind, and this is something we're gonna talk more about it down the quarter, but this is something you want to be customizable in that every time you import images, you shouldn't have to make an adjustment to this. right now. This is going to be a very interesting recording. Where it says custom text right now, don't worry about that filling in your name. You can, when you're ready, to just put whatever name you want in there. But what you can do is type in custom text. Olin, take a look on the screen here, buddy. Type in custom text right here. All right, so that way you're putting in whatever you want right here. So then it'll give you a little example down here of what the heck your file name is going to look like. All right, so does everybody have something that kind of follows this format? Okay. Wait.
Were we supposed to do that or no? We were.
Yes. Remember how I said at the beginning of class, this is where you guys get your hands dirty? The doing is the getting the hands dirty. All right, so do them. That said, I'm going to end this recording.